In my previous video, I reviewed several families within the Squamata clade, which is the order that encompasses all lizards, including snakes. From where I left off, we have reached the Toxiophera, which is a proposed clade defined by an ancestor that developed venom. Historically, it was thought that venom independently evolved on two occasions in squamates, once in snakes and once in other venomous lizards. The detection of punitive toxin proteins in the saliva of species typically considered non-venomous, along with the expression of venom gene homologs in their salivary glands, prompted the hypothesis that venom evolved only once in reptiles, and that would be the ancestor of the Toxiophera. From this point on, the clade breaks off into two main lineages, one that contains the snakes and the other that contains the remaining lizards. In this video, we will review the Serpentes, or the snake clade. Through convergent evolution, lizards have developed elongated bodies completely lacking limbs, or at least significantly reduced limbs, at least 25 times independently, resulting in numerous lineages of legless lizards, such as the legless skinks we covered in my previous video. These lizards often look like snakes, but only the species within the Serpentes clade are actually snakes. So how do you tell the difference? Instead of eyelids, snakes have a transparent membrane called the brill that covers their eyes, allowing them to see while sleeping and protecting their eyes from debris. Snakes also lack external ears. They can detect vibrations in the ground and air through their jaw bones, which transmit these vibrations to their inner ears. Snakes can also be identified by their belly scutes and unfused mandible, which allows them to go like dun, 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 with their prey, climb it like a ladder, and their lack of sternum. There are around 4,000 species of snakes. You can't really pin it down to an exact number since we're constantly discovering separate species and discovering that the species we thought were distinct species are actually two different species. So we hypothesize around 4,000. Due to their narrow bodies, snakes have paired organs, like kidneys for example, arranged one in front of the other rather than next to each other. And most possess only one functional lung. Snakes are also quite famous for their forked tongue, which they actually use to pick up scent particles and transmit them to the organ on the roof of their mouth called the Jacobson's organ. The Jacobson's organ allows them to taste the air and detect prey or predators or potential mates. The first clade we will discuss are the 5 families of blind snakes. These snakes are known for their fossorial living, which means like underground, and in turn, poor eyesight. So because they're burrowing snakes, they have vestigial eyes. Vestigial refers to a structure or a behavior that was once useful to an animal, but has become reduced or completely non-functional through evolution because, it wasn't useful anymore. The first family is the Leptodiphlopeidae, or the slender blind snakes. These lizards can be found in North America, South America, Africa, and Asia. The Indo-Malayan blind snakes, or the Gurjalpelidae, includes at least 16 species. These snakes are found in India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Thailand, the Philippines, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea. The Typhlopidae encompasses the blind snakes that live in the tropical regions of Africa, Asia, the Americas, and Australia. These species are identifiable by their rostral scale, which extends over the mouth, creating a shovel-like burrowing structure. The Brahminese blind snake is the only known unisex snake species, meaning it consists completely of females that reproduce through parthenogenesis. The Xenophedion includes the spine-jaw snakes. These are found in Malaysia. The final family, the Anomalopedia, is the 15th species of blind snakes native to Central and South America. The Analius includes the single species of the American pipe snake, otherwise known as the false coral snake, which lives in South America. This snake has a fossorial lifestyle, as well as being nocturnal, meaning it's rarely ever seen. The 34 species of dwarf boas and the Trophidophidae live in Mexico and the West Indies, south to southeastern Brazil. They are small to medium-sized snakes with a primarily ground-dwelling lifestyle. The Europeltidae, or shield-tailed snakes, are fossorial lizards, native to peninsular India and Sri Lanka. This lizard's name comes from the Greek terms eura, meaning tail, and pelti, meaning shield, which refers to its keratinous shield at the end of its tail. The disc-like shields on their tails help them create and maintain tunnels, preventing soil from falling back into them. These shields also serve as a sort of plug to discourage other animals from entering their burrows. Anemochilus encompasses the 3 species of dwarf pipe snakes, which are endemic to Sundaland. These are fossorial snakes. The Cylindrophidae, or Asian pipe snakes, contains 14 species, which are native to southeastern Asia. The 3 species of sunbeam snakes belong to the Xenopeltis. These are also fossorial snakes. These species live in Southeast Asia and are known for their highly iridescent scales. The Loxysemis includes the Mexican python of, Mexico and Central America. These snakes are characterized by their brownish iridescent scales that can reflect a spectrum of pastel colors, and they typically grow to lengths of 3 to 5 feet. The Pythoniidae comprises of the 39 species of pythons. The pythons can be found in Africa, Asia, and Australia. Pythons, as constrictors, kill their prey by wrapping their powerful coils around it, cutting off blood flow and causing suffocation or cardiac arrest before swallowing it whole. Pythons are oviparous, meaning they lay eggs. This sets them apart from their very close relatives, the boas or the boidae, which give live birth. Boas and pythons both have something called vestigial hind limbs. Research published in the Journal of Current Biology in 2016 found that python and boa embryos initiate formation of hind limb buds, but leg development is not sustained, resulting in the growth of rudimentary femurs and claws. So basically these snakes have these underdeveloped limbs called spurs, which are located near their cloaca, and they actually use them to grip females during mating. The boas of the boidae are found in the Americas as well as Africa, Europe, Asia, and some Pacific islands. Several snake species, such as certain vipers, pythons, and boas, have heat-sensing pits on their faces that allow them to detect body heat. Boas are nocturnal hunters, so they rely on this heat-sensing ability to hunt in the dark. Within this family is the Arabian sand boa, which is the funniest looking snake in my opinion. It looks as though a kindergartner glued googly eyes on the top of their head. The Boliiridae, or round island boas, are native to the islands surrounding Mauritius, particularly Round Island. These species are extirpated on Mauritius, meaning they faced local extinction. The Acrochordidae, which encompasses the elephant trunk snakes, includes 3 species. This is a group of basal aquatic snakes found in Australia and tropical Asia. These snakes' most notable feature are their loose, baggy skin, which are actually an adaptation to their aquatic lifestyle. It allows them to be more agile underwater and to grip slippery prey. Their nostrils are also situated at the top of their head, like a crocodilian. The elephant trunk snake is so well adapted to live underwater that it actually cannot even bear its weight on land. Leaving the water can lead to serious injury. Xenodermidae is a family of snakes native to East, South, and Southeast Asia. This family includes a really cool snake called a dragon snake. It's known for its keeled dorsal scales. Pariidae includes 42 species found largely in Southeast Asia, with an isolated subfamily endemic to southwestern India. A majority of these species are nocturnal and arboreal. Many are snail-eating snakes that have asymmetrical lower jaws, allowing them to pry the soft bodies of snails from their spiral shells. There are actually 2 types of snail shells: dextral snails, which coil in a clockwise direction, and synstral snails, which coil in a counterclockwise direction. In Southeast Asia, where snail-eating snakes are found, approximately 12% of snails have sinistral coiling. This is much larger than the global average of 5%, and this is due to selective pressures, which favor sinistral coiling because of the fact that snail-eating snakes can't reach in and get the snails as easy. The Viperidae includes adders, pit vipers, the gaboon viper, and horned vipers. Vipers are found almost anywhere besides Antarctica, Australia, and some secluded islands. The Latin name Vipera comes from the Latin terms vivus and perio, meaning alive and bare. This is reference to their trait viviparity, which is giving live birth. These snakes are known for their hinged, hollow fangs, which inject venom into their prey. Almost all vipers have a distinctive triangular head. This head shape is due to the placement of their large venom glands in their mouth. Some non-venomous snake species have actually adapted a similarly shaped head. We suspect this is due to the fact that they're trying to look like vipers. The 50 species of Indo-Australian water snakes comprise the Homolopsidae. They are typically stout-bodied water snakes and are all mildly venomous. This family is home to the tentacled snake, which has tentacles, which are used to locate and capture prey in murky waters. The largest snake family, which includes over 2/3 of all snake species, so over 2,000 species, is the Colubridae. Colubrid snakes are found on every continent except Antarctica. The flying snake belongs to this family. They crack me up. They throw themselves off trees and they flatten their body so they glide from branch to branch. The 89 species of Lamprophidae are found throughout Africa. This is a diverse group of snakes. While some are fossorial, others are terrestrial or even semi-aquatic. And the final family, the Elaphidae, is notable for their permanently erect fangs at the front of their mouth. Some snakes within this group are the sea snakes, cobras, coral snakes, and mambas. Most elapids are venomous, besides the Emidocephalus, which is a group of sea snakes. The 360 species of elapids are endemic to tropical and subtropical regions around the world, with terrestrial forms in Asia, Australia, Africa, and the Americas, and marine forms in the Pacific and Indian Oceans. And with that, we've covered all of the snake families, at least as we know so far. In my next video, we will cover the second half of the Toxiophera and all the remaining lizards.